Monday. What's going on? I have a big mess in here. I decided to rearrange and move my plant shelves around and try to get more plants in front of my window in the other room. And so I took out my old shelves and brought this one in here. And now everything's piled up on my workspace. So I do not have any giveaways loaded up. I'm not going to do any giveaways till I get this mess cleaned up because I can't even really get to my computer. So, but I thought while I was in here straightening up and organizing, we could just hang out and chit chat and talk about stuff and answer questions you guys might have. And we'll look at some cool stuff too, because I got to get it all put somewhere, you know? Love it. So, my new iPhone I ordered that they shipped to the wrong address is supposed to be getting returned to them today. So, hopefully, I can get my new phone on the way here super soon. So, welcome in, everybody. Hello, hello. We are going to clean the desk off first because so we can get some radio going on. I do not have any goddess bodies right now. I did order a bunch. I don't know which shipment they'll be on, but I do not have any right now. Okay. Yeah, if you guys have any requests, feel free to ask. I'll tell you what I got. All right. These baskets can go down here. Check out this piece of mineralized wood. It's a variety of petrified wood. Isn't that cool? Love it. How was your weekend, everybody? How's it going? What are you guys doing? How would do anything cool over the weekend? I just decided to do a bunch of rearranging and turned my house into a big old mess. Seemed like a good idea. I'm slowly getting it put back together. It always seems like a good idea when you start, right? And then you start rearranging, and then next thing you know, everything's everywhere and you've got a big old mess. And you're like, I don't know if this was such a good idea after all. Okay. Basket. I love these spheres. That's that Indonesian blue amber. That stuff's amazing. Oh yeah, those will work perfect over there. So how's it going? How is everybody? We will do a game tomorrow. I'm going to do a $2 start tomorrow for $2 Tuesday. That'll be fun. We could probably set that up while we're on here today. Okay, look at that. We're already making progress. You can see part of the cabinet over here. Good morning. How are you? How was your weekend? Baskets. Hello, hello. I had a good weekend. I was just telling everybody I decided to rearrange, so I made my house a big old mess. Look at my desk here. My plants just weren't getting enough light, so I decided to pull them. This was actually I had this in by the sliding glass door, and I had them all sitting on top of here, and it just wasn't enough for all my plants. So I got another shelf that's taller and it's like wire, so it gets light all the way down to the floor. So I took it out and then I took everything in here out and moved this in here and moved the other shelf in there, and all the shelves that were in here are randomly everywhere in the house. And um now I'm trying to get some functionality back going. So what I want to do is I want to get all my higher quality pieces in my china hutch over here, and kind of maybe have a little more functional space than what I had, because all the tables I had right here were just kind of not super functional and I was kind of crammed. So now I've got more room and I think it's going to be awesome. I don't think I'm going to keep this little shelf here though. I don't know. I might. It might come in handy. It might. It might be handy. Okay, here's some more baskets. Can never have enough baskets. Yeah, so we're just hanging out, trying to get the desk cleared off, everything cleared off the top of my computer so that I can turn the radio on. Sure, I got a couple different skulls. This is a cool one. That's trash. Oh, it's taped onto it. I need a trash can in here. I don't have one right now. This will work. Okay, here's one of my skulls. That's a calcite skull. Isn't it pretty? I love this skull. It's really got some cool UV to it too. It like bands. My flashlight's messing up. It like bands all the way across their head. Isn't that neat? I love this thing. I don't know why. The coloring on it, I guess. I just really like the colors to this one. Isn't she pretty? That one, I have that one. That one is 80. And I have this one is volcanic agate. This is awesome too. This is another one of my favorites. This one's quite a bit bigger. Probably about double the size. Hello, everybody. Welcome in. We're just hanging out, cleaning up, rearranging. I'll get some radio on here in a little bit. This one's 200. As soon as I can get to my desk. Isn't that cool? I love the coloration in the skull. And then we got this little guy right here. This one's $24. It's a mossy agate. It's another cool skull. It's the small, well, actually, I have two smaller than that. I can show you. Isn't that one cool? This has kind of been a long time favorite. This is kind of my new little favorite one we got. This one I've always loved. This one's 24. Um, this one and Then I have this calcite skull. This one's just wicked cool. His exit wound, entry wound, how he became a skull. Isn't it cool? Love this thing. This one is 120. It's heavy. It's big. And then I have two super cute little pyrite skulls. And these guys are $12 each. And that's all I have for skulls right now. Yeah, this one's 120. This one's 200. This one's 80. That one's 24. And these guys are 12. And I'm just looking around to make sure. And I'm pretty sure that's all the skulls I have right now. I love coffee, you guys. I love coffee so much. Coffee and some crystals. And what else does a person need in this world? That pretty much covers the basics, right? Mm, okay. This does not have a long enough cord on it. Okay, let me see here. Well, I don't know what's going on with this. Unless it's just not plugged in good. There we go. Ouch, that hurt. Okay. Hello, hello, everybody. All right. Cord out of the way. All right, we're making some progress here. These are cool. Collected a little bit of trash down there. Oh, yay! Awesome. I love it when you guys get your boxes. Was everything all good? Did you love it? Was it fun to open? Here's some of those Woblos. That's so exciting. Yay. Good. Good, good. I love that. Oh, look, it fit under there pretty all right. It's sticking out a little bit, but way less in the way than what it was before. I love it. Wow, we got so much room for activities in here, you guys. Hi, River. Hello. Hi, ladies. So this weekend I decided to rearrange. And so I got a big old mess. I can almost get to my computer though. But I took all the shelves I had in here out and put this shelf in here instead. Now I'm trying to figure out where to put everything and how to get everything back in here so it's a little more functional than what it was. I think one of these little tables I had before, yeah. Well, and I put that curtain up there. I'm contemplating. I kind of probably, I guess, need to put it back up. Um, because this time of year it shines right on the table. So when we're playing a game, it like blinds us. So I didn't have to have a curtain up all summer long. It wasn't just till I don't know, probably into November when the sun, because I guess because the trees are all, the leaves are down, but it does. It just shines right there on our spot. But that old shelf I had, it came out to like here. It was probably another 6 or 8 inches out. So I didn't have very much room and everything was kind of all, that's why I was always like really trying to reach to get back there in the corner and the stuff up on the top. It was just kind of a cluster. And this just feels so much bigger. I love it. And then I moved my white shelves over here, which kind of blocks off the back of that, but there's nothing important there. And that gives me a little more room right here, too. I think it's going to be fabulous. I think I do love the sun. I love the window being open. I prefer that because, like, this brush pile out here, well, I can watch the kids play all summer long. And then this brush pile that I know it's gonna have to get burned. My husband keeps telling me, he's like, babe, we need to clean that up. And I'm like, I know. And it's just this giant brush pile in the middle of the yard. Takes up half the yard. But um the birds play in it. And there's cardinals and blue jays that play in there. And I love just sitting here watching them. They're so cute. There's some birds hopping around in there now. The window's kind of frosty though. Yeah, yeah, they do. So I don't really want to burn it, but it is kind of like right in the middle of the backyard. So I get it. I get it. It's not really what I want to do, but I get it. I never really seen cardinals up close. Oh, see, there's a blue jay right now. Okay. You're not showing me on the camera. We're gonna have to get a power washer over here this summer and get the outside of this house power washed. The windows drive me crazy and it's all on the outside. There's like um those grid things on the outside of the windows and through the whole house they got that weird probably mold or moss or some shit growing behind them, but it's on the outside. I can't get to it from the inside. So I can wash the windows on the inside and you can't tell. That's okay. We'll get there. Little things, a little bit every day. Okay. Guys, I'm just hanging out, reorganizing, rearranging. If you want to see anything, let me know. Open for requests. I am not running giveaways today just because I have so many messes everywhere. Um, I just have messes everywhere. I'm not running giveaways today. I'm going to hang out with you guys for just a little bit while I'm kind of organizing. I thought we could chit chat, hang out. If you guys are interested in anything, I can show you or run it for you. Um, And then this evening, I'll finish cleaning up my mess in the other room. And tomorrow we'll do back to regular schedule. Tomorrow we'll do a $2 Tuesday show. So that'll be fun. That'll be fun. Lots of fun. Okay. Look at this larvicide sphere. I love it. I think it'll fit on the elephant. How cute. Okay, I'm trying to get this tray off of my computer. Oh, what's in here? Oh, iPhone chargers. Do you guys need some iPhone chargers? Buy these things. Do I already have them loaded up in the store? Let me see. I kind of thought I did. Oh, I do. Check it out. One, two, three, four, five, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I only have 12 of them, not 14. Okay. So what are you guys up to? All right. Oh yeah. I'm doing good. How are you doing? Yeah, cleaning. That's what I'm doing today. Organizing, rearranging, cleaning up. Just I got a little ambitious over the weekend and started some projects. I got to finish them up today. Like, oh, fabulous. So, I think it's going to be nice though. I like it. I like it. Well, rearranging. So I guess that's kind of both. I don't know. You've probably seen my setup in here before, but I took these shelves out. Well, it started with my plants. This cabinet actually was the top of my grandma's china hutch that she had. And I had it in the kitchen in front of the sliding glass door, and my plants were sitting on top of it. Well, that just wasn't enough room and sun for them all. So I got like a baker's rack kind of thing, and I put it in there to put my plants on. And then I took out all the shelves I had in here, which included all the stuff that was on them. And I put this in here, and I love it. I think it's going to work really well. It feels a lot bigger. I got a lot more room. But I've already cleaned up quite a bit, but I still have just stuff everywhere. And then all the shelving that I did have in here is kind of just scattered around the house. And I still kind of got plants everywhere that I need to finish tending to and rearranging. And yeah, so it's great. It's great. It's always one of those things, like you're all excited about it, and then you get about halfway done and it's like, fuck, I'm over this. Out of energy for this project. And so it didn't get finished yesterday. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. The ADHD. Yep. Yep. I feel that. It's like I get bored with it, and I'm like, well, I'm really good at organizing stuff, but I have a horrible time keeping up with it too. Because I just get doing stuff and then I set shit down in random places and yeah, it's a thing. Yep, yep. Well, and I've been going through I've had a lot of different people stay with me, and for the last 3 years, I, lived on a campground and managed the campground full time, and so the amount of stuff and clothing that I have acquired that I have no clue where it came from is just crazy, and then when we moved into this house, this was my husband's grandma's house. It had been vacant for, like, 20 years, little over 20 years, and, um so it was full, like it was just like she left and went to lunch and never came back. So I acquired a whole bunch of more stuff. Well, I wasn't the host, I was the property manager. So we were I was responsible for every aspect of that campground and I loved it actually, but it was a 300-acre property and we had 3 miles of riverfront. So we had regular tent camping down by the river. I did night floats there. We did full moon floats. We put people out on the river every day. Of course, RV spots, hookups, and everything. But 300-acre property. Yeah, basically, that's basically what happened. Yep. Um, but so yeah, just so much stuff. So I've got like 4 big bags of clothes. Oh, I found all kinds of cool stuff here. Yeah. All kinds of cool stuff. I kept some of it. We sold a bunch of it. I still have more of it to kind of sell. But like this desk right here was hers. It was here. It's a cool old roll top desk. I love it. This was also hers. The China Hutch was also hers. She was old. She was like 90. Well, that's what it looked like here in the house. The house just looked like she just left and never came back, but she was old. She was like 94, I think, when she died. And we've had the property for a few years. Yeah, she left Earth all the way. Yeah. We've had the property since 2019, I think, and it's about an hour and a half away from where we live. And when we got the property, my husband's uncle said, well, you really probably just want to light a match to it. It's in really bad condition. So we honestly hadn't even came over here. And last year we came over here for the first time since we'd owned the property and we were like, oh, well, it's definitely, not light a match to it condition. It, has a solid foundation and walls and roof, and there's no leaks through the roof, and, it's gonna need some love, but it definitely does not need a match lit to it, so we were quite pleasantly surprised. Um, and when we left the Yeah, I mean, we're living here, it's great, When we left the campground, we decided to come over here and move into this house so that we could get it fixed up and everything. And um, it's just pretty cool. It's pretty cool little spot. I dig it. Yeah. Well, and we've been in construction. We owned our own construction company for I grew up in construction, so did my husband. Then we owned our own construction company for a little over 10 years. We did construction. Um, Down in Springfield, Missouri. We went into all the old houses, like the old 1900s, like early 1900s, late 1800 houses, and we would completely gut them and renovate them. And a lot of the houses people probably would have just dozed or lit a match to. So for us, this house was like, oh, easy fixing stuff. Like super easy fixing stuff. Sold. So, uh Yeah, I'm not sure really. I think we're gonna end up staying over here just because we like it pretty well, but we'll probably end up building the house back in the woods a little bit more. This one's like right up on the road. I don't really like that part of it, but I really like the area. Yeah. Well, some of those estimates are that. I mean, I don't know where you live, but construction's absolutely well, construction's, people don't realize how expensive it really is. Like the two most expensive rooms in your house are your bathroom and your kitchen. If you were to go right now today to Lowe's or Home Depot's or Menards and buy everything you need, just the materials, right? And on the cheap end of the materials, if you were to go to Lowe's or Home Depot, any of those kind of stores, and you were to buy those materials to renovate your bathroom on the cheap end, I'm not talking anything fancy. You're going to spend on a normal hallway, like 5 by 8 bathroom, you're going to spend about $12,000 on those materials. So, for a construction company, okay, they got to pay the 12,000 for the materials. If they're paying 12,000 for the materials, that means the labor on that job, it's going to take them about a week, and it's going to have to be if they do it in a week, they're going to have about 6 different guys in there. Them guys are getting paid. Well, yeah, them guys got to get paid. Yep. Well, industry so for a contractor, I mean that varies. But the contractor themselves has to get paid too. But if you got 6 guys in there, my husband works um he gets paid 50 bucks an hour as the lead guy, and then the lowest paid guy on his crew is 35 an hour. Just to kind of give you a perspective. And we live in Missouri, so we're on the lower end of the pay scale. So in order to do a $12,000 bathroom, $12,000 in materials, right? It's going to cost about another 12 grand in labor, because not only do you got to pay them, but you got to pay the taxes for that shit too. Then there's the insurance. Workers' comp insurance in construction is absolutely insane. It runs about 80%. So for every dollar you pay your man working on the house, you got to pay workers' comp 80 cents. If they go on a roof, it's even more. It's like $1.20. So if I pay you a dollar, I got to pay workers' comp insurance $1.20, you know? So then there's all the tools and everything. There's so many tools involved, there's so much that goes into it. And they're not all tools like my husband has. Um, he probably has from the last 10 years. He has probably about $25,000 worth of tools, Um, so it's just absolutely insane. And since COVID happened, all those numbers have really skyrocketed. So, like if you're wanting to do some renovations, I would really take the time to, if you have a $50,000 budget, I would take the time to look around and figure out what can you do for about 30,000. That way you've got some room to play. You've got some room for oops, we didn't know about this, or oops, we didn't know about that. You've got some room to buy the more expensive things that you want, you know. It's not even that. Yeah, like a lot of them, you'll be able to find somebody that'll do it, and realistically though, they're probably not just giving you fuck you bids. I mean, that is a thing, but there's a lot of construction companies that would prefer to work on the smaller jobs, not the bigger ones. There's also a lot of them that don't have the quality to work on a mansion, but they're going to do amazing in a condo. Like when I had my company, I had 2 different crews that ran, and one of my crews, there's no way I would send them into a mansion and expect them to put out that type of quality because they just weren't at that level. Now, the other crew I had, I could not put that crew into a condo because they're not going to be satisfied with the materials we're buying. And, condos are not square buildings. They're not, does that make sense? So you're going to find different levels of contractors out there too. Um, don't try hiring ones that go to those big houses because you do live in a condo. So take that into account. Like, okay, so I just need a smaller, you know what I mean? Like a company that's yes, yes. Um, but if you have a $50,000 budget, you know, look at what you can do for about 30 grand. And always, always, always vet your contractors. I don't give a shit what kind of bid they give you, vet them, meaning ask them. And here's one thing that I tell everybody from being in the business for so long: ask them to go show up at one of their jobs. Say, I would like to see one of your job sites. If they can't do that for you, do not hire them. And when you go to that job site that they invite you to, you're looking for a couple of key things. You're looking for the cleanliness of the job site. Do they got shit everywhere? Are you stepping over nails and screws and worried about getting something in your shoe? Um, you're looking for cleanliness. How well are they taking care of their job? Now, remember, it is a construction site, and you might show up on demo day where obviously they have a big old demo mess, but you'll be able to tell. You'll know the difference between this is today's mess and this is a whole fucking mess that should have already been cleaned up multiple times. If they're not willing to take you to a job they're working on right now, do not be willing to give them any money at all. It'll bite you in the ass every time. Everybody's like, well, yeah, but I called and checked the references. Well, here's the thing about references, right? If you ask me for references, I'm not going to give you the phone number of somebody I pissed off or fucked up their job for. So you can't really just trust that, because I mean, they might have done a job for Aunt Sally and did good for her, but then they did five other jobs they totally fucked and went way over budget, didn't finish things, left things a mess. The people had to call somebody else to come finish it, cost them a whole bunch of money, big old headache, right? But Aunt Sally got a good job, and by golly, when you called her, she made them sound like they were just the best in the whole entire world. So you cannot just trust references, and you can't just trust reviews either, because those can be deceiving too. And they can be friends just getting on there. Um, yeah, which if you take the time, I mean, yeah, you just ask them to see a job site. Let me see a job site. And if they can't show you a job site, if you can't go visit one of their job sites, don't give them any money. Save yourself a headache. And that goes for all of you. Any of you ever looking to do any kind of construction. And if you need help with something, yeah, you absolutely can. If you need help with something in the construction world, I'm always here for you. I'll answer any of the questions you had. But a typical right now, today, a typical hallway bathroom, like a 5x8, just a standard size bathroom, it's gonna run you $25,000 to have that done for a construction company. Um, and that's, you know, not fancy. So a kitchen right now, like a smaller kitchen, like I just priced out what it would cost to have the kitchen in here redone. So my cost in this kitchen, and this kitchen is little bitty. Yeah, yeah. So I mean, you'd be looking at 50 grand just for the two bathrooms. This kitchen right here for materials, and it's like 15 foot long on one side for cabinets, and it's 4 feet on the other side for cabinets, and that's it for my whole kitchen. It's a little bitty kitchen. And my material cost to redo that kitchen, if I were to go buy everything to redo it right now today, would cost me a little over 20 grand. So I could get this little bitty kitchen redone with the construction company for like 50. Two most expensive things. Yeah, exactly. It's insane, man. Like I said, in COVID really, really, really hurt us in the construction world on materials, man. Everything like double, triple, quadrupled in price. Before COVID, we could go buy 2x4 for like $1.50 a piece. Now they're like $4 a piece. But pick one is really what I would recommend to you. Pick one. Pick a bathroom, you know, and do one bathroom first. Then you can kind of get a feel for it. You're not going to worry about going too much over your budget, you're going to be down in there and you can plan on about 20 grand. If you There's also a lot you can do yourself to just jazz it up. Yeah. And you could call just a countertop store too. I don't know where you live, but we had a really nice countertop store, and you can paint the bathroom yourself. Um, there's a lot of things you can do to just kind of jazz it up yourself that'll save you thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars. Even just like new hardware on your cabinets is amazing how much they change the whole feel of the whole kitchen or bathroom. Absolutely amazing. Light fixtures, same thing, you know, paint the walls, change light fixtures and some hardware. Absolutely amazing. Oh, guys, I don't know where to put all this stuff. Okay, we need the radio though. Let me get this cleared off. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And that's, that kind of stuff, you really can. I have so many people that are like, well, I can't do that myself. You really can. Yeah, you really can though, and just, I try to tell everybody, quit looking. There's so much to do. Quit looking at everything and pick one spot and work on it. Yeah, and you'll be able to really make some money off of it when you go to sell it if you clean it up in there. That's a great investment. Yeah. And I mean, especially now with YouTube and stuff, like as long as you're not tearing walls out and getting into like, all the electrical and stuff, as long as you're just changing out light fixtures, um, any of that cosmetic kind of work is what I would call it. You really, really, really can do it yourself. It's really the hardest part about it is actually just fucking doing it. And then it's like, oh, well, this wasn't so bad. Yeah, and you can save yourself so many thousands of dollars just by doing it. Yeah, exactly. That's what I call them too, facelifts. Yeah. And we used to do those all the time. You go in and scrape the walls down and repaint everything, fix the holes in the walls, new light fixtures, um, new hardware on the cabinets and stuff. And it's amazing. It's a whole different house. Sometimes flooring, depending on what's in there. Like if it had carpet, almost always has to come out and something else get put in. But really the hardest part about it is just fucking doing it. It's actually not that hard. But just take your time with it. Don't get yourself in a rush and be like, oh, I'm gonna get this whole bathroom stripped down and repainted in 3 days. No, 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 no. You're not. It's gonna take you a while. So, take a day off and work on one wall. Get that wall all scraped off until you got it done. And then the next day you have off, do the next wall and just kind of don't don't stress yourself out about how long it takes you because it's going to take you longer than it would take one of these guys that gets paid 50 bucks an hour to go do it, obviously. Yeah, you can do it. You're so welcome. You got this. I did for a while do consulting, and that was kind of fun. I've kind of thought about doing it again, but I really like doing the rocks and crystals and um past life regressions and chakra sessions and stuff. And I've reached the age where I've learned not to overextend myself. you know. Don't put too many irons in the fire. So, I used to be bad about that. Yeah, I would try to take on entirely too many things at once. Oh my gosh, you guys, I can almost get to my computer. It is. It is. I've been just over a year now. Well, 2 years, 2 years since I uh first kind of since I really started getting into the metaphysics, and I mean, I kind of always have been my whole life, but 2 years since I really started getting into it. And it's been 1 year since I started doing the past life regressions and chakra sessions and started selling rocks and crystals. And I've been full time now since, I don't know, probably August or September. Um, we moved from the campground in June. My husband started his job here on the 4th of July. So yeah, probably about August is when I started doing this full time, and I love it. It's great. Oh, look, all these little shipping containers can go in there. Oh, this is gonna be so comfy. I'm loving this. Was that Robin in here? Robin Jen, hello, beautiful. Oh, guys, everybody's orders got shipped on Saturday. Um, I should probably update on here. Everybody's orders went out on Saturday. Okay, yeah, they're all showing completed. Okay. Hi, Robin. How are you today? I just seen your message a little bit ago. I'll call you when I'm done with my live show here today. All right. I know I love watching shows while I'm doing my chores. That's what I do when I'm doing my chores and my cleaning and stuff. And sometimes it gets me in trouble though, because then I spend money I shouldn't. So if I'm like, I probably really shouldn't be spending money, then I'll just go live instead. I'll be like, I'm just gonna go live myself. Then I can't spend money on shit I really don't need. But that's what I do. And my suppliers, I love watching them while I'm cooking dinner. And you do get really good deals for sure. Yeah, absolutely. Oh, look that. Let's see if I can show him to you. My little blue jay's back. Oh, I don't think you've seen him. Yeah, that would be so awesome. I've thought about it and I've even went as far as like looking into ordering stuff to do it. I'm like, Chrissy, don't. Yeah, do it. I love it. I love it. Yeah, I had to talk myself out of it. I'm like, don't do it. It's just going to be more crap. And you already got crap everywhere. You don't need any new hobbies. You have plants. I'm like, oh, yeah, I do have plants. I love my plants. Well, let's see if I can get this light here. Oof. Okay. Hello, fun. How are you? All right. I think we got everything plugged back in. I ordered. Yeah, that's why I had to rearrange because my plants were all just like looking like hell. Um, because they didn't have any light. They had no light. Oh, don't you love dentist appointments? I need to get my daughter into the dentist. It's time for her to go again. She doesn't like going. Yeah, I've always had lots of plants. This house, though, it just does not have very much light. Yeah, see, and that's what I put them all in the living room, and I can't figure the lights out either. Yeah, I can't quite figure the lights out either. Um, all the ones I have in my living room, they definitely don't get enough light. But like my banana trees, oh yeah, my banana trees are so pouty right now. Well, have fun. I probably won't be on when you get back either. I'm just kind of hanging out for a little bit while I was rearranging in here. Uh, but have fun. You have to take her for some ice cream or something after you're done, right? Yeah, my poor banana trees. They're not happy. Yeah, that's the best part of going to the dentist, man. Okay, this is all trash. Trash, trash, trash. Sticker. Yep. Yep, got to keep a smile on their faces. Mine did really good this summer outside, but and the ones I have by the sliding glass door in the kitchen, they were all doing good. But I didn't have enough room there to put that many. How old's your daughter? my da- my daughter was born with a tongue tie, which causes a lot of dental problems, right? Yeah. And so they needed to go in and cap a couple of her baby teeth and just try to preserve them. And they had to put her under because she was the same way. Yep. Yeah, she's just a little baby. Cute little thing. Oh, look at this fluorite. I love this fluorite. Isn't that beautiful? Love this piece. Should be 2 in June, huh? My baby girl's 11. That's trash. My oldest daughter is 21. Yeah. Okay. Isn't this a cute little slab holder? Cat, that's so awesome. I when I was younger, I always assumed that would be me. Like I really didn't think I would ever be married and have kids. Like I just couldn't see myself doing that. And um my first daughter actually was not planned at all, and I was actually on birth control when I got pregnant with her. And when I went to the doc, well, I took a home pregnancy test and it said negative. And couple like another month or so went by, and I was like, man, there's something's not right. And so we went out that night, and I wasn't a big drinker. I was 20 years old, but I worked as a bartender. And we went out that night and went to the bar, and I drank one Long Island iced tea, and I have never been sicker in my life. Like I puked my guts out. And my boyfriend at the time, her dad, had to like take me to the hospital. Like he had to carry me to the hospital because I couldn't quit throwing up, right? And so we went by train. We lived in St. Louis. And so I got there, and they did all their tests and stuff, and then give me some medicine to get me to quit throwing up and hydrated and all that good stuff. And the doctor comes in and he's like, "Oh, well, you're pregnant." And I'm like, "Well, there's a couple reasons why I don't believe you. Number one, I'm on birth control. I was getting the depot shot, and I still had like another month until it was due. Uh, and number two, I took a pregnancy test and it said negative." And he's like, "Well, we just did a blood test and it's positive and they don't lie." So a few weeks after that, I went to the appointment that they set up for me, and not only was I pregnant, but I was 6 months pregnant. I hadn't gained a single pound. I went and got a depot shot when I was uh 3 months pregnant because I was due for one. And so, like craziness, sometimes God just has other plans for us that we don't know about. And so, yeah, she's awesome. She is. But so then I'm like, okay, so they're doing this ultrasound and they're like, there's a whole little baby there, man. She is very strong-willed. Yes. She is super very strong-willed. And it's just quite amazing. And I'm laying there and they're like doing the ultrasound and stuff. And they're telling me, they're showing me this whole little baby. And they're like, well, you could go get an abortion if you go over state lines into Illinois. And I'm like, what? Like, I mean, I'm all for abortion for some people, and for certain situations and everything, but that's a whole ass baby in there. That's different. Like you just don't do that. Like what are you guys talking about? It's legal. How about no, I'm going to go ahead and have this kid. So, I found out I was 6 months pregnant right before my 21st birthday. Yep, she did. Did not bother her a bit. I was already on it and even got one while I was pregnant. Uh, it's kind of crazy. So yeah, I didn't think that I would. And her dad's a dumbass. Um, he really is. He's a dumbass. So we did not stay together. And then my husband, who I'm with now, we just started hanging out when she was like 5. 'Cause so we yeah, like 4 or 5, we just started hanging out one day, and here we are 16 years later, still together. We're not technically married. He did propose to me and bought me a ring and all that good stuff, but we never followed through with having a wedding. It's just not yeah, it just hasn't ever been a priority for us. We're like, "Why would we wanna spend all our money on that? Let's go do something cool instead." You know? And so, like I said, 16 years later, and, super amazing, and then my youngest daughter is with him, and she's 11, so we have an 11-year-old together, and he was there for most of my daughter's other life, and, um, I wouldn't change it for the world, but when I was younger, before I had her, I really didn't think I would ever. I was like, "Nope, not this girl." Isn't that funny? Right, right, I feel you. It's like, "Yeah, let's go do something cool instead." Like, or let's just stay home. Right, right. Yeah, we didn't even do that. Well, we had the construction company, and so we kept everything. We did all the business stuff, and that was part of it. It wasn't the whole reason, like it really just wasn't a priority, but it was kind of convenient for business purposes too, not being married. So I don't know that we ever will do that. We do run away on trips together every once in a while. We went to Colorado. It's been a couple years, but I guess 2 year 2 this year we didn't get to go on vacation. We had to move. Um, yeah, exactly. Last year, well, I guess we're already in 2025, but in 2023, we went to Arkansas and spent a couple days down there digging for or not diamonds, but crystals, quartz crystals. That was super awesome. We've taken off and went down to the beach for a couple days, couple different times, and you know, we do that kind of stuff. But mostly we just hang out. It's great. There really are. Isn't that crazy? Being a nurse can be a tough job. I did that for a little while too. I went to school and got my LPN license and worked in the hospital with one of my I worked for a doctor, and she was an internal medicine doctor, and did rounds at the hospital with her and helped her take care of her patients and answered the phone and stuff, and wow. People are interesting, aren't they? So, but then we were doing we started our construction company, and it just went crazy good, crazy fast, and I didn't have time to do nursing anymore. And so I still have my nursing license, but I don't really use it. Eh, no need. I was going to go on to school and get my nurse practitioner. Yep. Yeah, I mean, you got to have some fallbacks. But quite honestly, I made more money as a bartender than as a nurse. So I think if I ever have to go to a fallback, I'll probably go bartend. Um, I just have to pay the fee. I actually called last year. I think it's every 3 years. Is it every 3 years? I think you got to pay that. Uh, I called last year and asked them, um, what happens if I don't pay and I want to reinstate my license? And she said that I just need to tell them to put my license on hold. And then at any given time, I don't even have to pay the fee. At any given time, I can just, you don't have to take the test again. You just have to do the background check. And I was like, "What? Really?" Because that's what I thought. I thought I'd have to do the whole test over. And I'm like, "Shit, it's been so many years ago. I'd have to retake some classes, I think, you know? I don't know. I'm a pretty good test taker, but I don't know that I remember all that math and stuff, you know? I might need some refreshers there. Some of that terminology. Yeah. Dusty's 11, so I think I went to nursing school. Shit, I'm trying to think. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I went to nursing school in 2008. Yeah. Isn't that yeah. See how time happens? Right? Yeah, 2008 is when I went to nursing school and graduated and got my nursing license in 2009. And, yeah, it's crazy. It goes so fast. But yeah, I just learned that. I was like, "So, all I have to do is go take a background check?" And she's like, "Yep." So I told him to put it on hold and I didn't renew it because, but only because I knew all I had to do to now I know, I was renewing it and paying the fee, but I'm not. Oh, life's never broken. It just needs organized a bit, you know? Sometimes we got to clean up some messes. But yeah, I didn't know. So I was pretty excited about that. I grew up in restaurants and construction though. I got my first job um bartending. Well, I got my first job as a busser when I was like 14, and when I before I turned I was bartending when I was like 16, and the summer before I turned 21 is when they made it a law that you couldn't be a bartender until you were 21. And I got fired because I was bartending and I wasn't 21, which all happened to work out because, I was pregnant and I didn't know it. And then I found out, so I mean, everything works out for a reason. But um, yeah, life. Gotta love life. The only thing you can't do is food and beverage. Yeah. It is, but at the same time, like when I was my last bartending job was before I worked at the campground. And I would go to work Friday at noon, and I would be there from Friday to noon until about 3 o'clock in the morning, Friday night. And then I'd go home, take a nap, get up, be back Saturday morning at 10 a.m. and be there till about 3 o'clock in the morning, Saturday night, and take a nap. And then I go Sunday, I'd have to be there at 10, and then we would close early. So I would get out of there at about midnight Sunday night. But in those 3 days, Friday, Saturday, Sunday shift like that, I would make 4 to 5 grand. So 4 or 5 grand. Then I'm off Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Uh, can't get that in a nursing job. I mean, maybe if I'd have stuck it out and got my RN license or my nurse practitioner, but as an LPN, can't make that, you know? And I got to listen to live music. We had bands in there every weekend. Yeah, yeah, for sure. You know. But that also has to do with where you're at too, Like that's at the Lake of the Ozarks. That's where I grew up at, the Lake of the Ozarks. And but I mean, how do you can't beat that job. Yeah, I mean, the headache that comes with nursing does not pay that. You can't beat it, 3 days a week. Yes, they're long hours. Yes, you bust your ass, but it's fun, taking care of people coming in off the water. They're there to have a good time. We got so many different bands, and I mean, it's just an amazing job, you know? But, here, like, now I live in Osceola. Yeah, with nursing, yeah, exactly, yeah. Here I live in Osceola, so if I went and got a job at one of the bars around here, it wouldn't be worth it. I would probably make 100 bucks a night. It's about an hour and a half south of Kansas City, Missouri, and about an hour and a half west of the Lake of the Ozarks. Yep. I grew up at the Lake of the Ozarks, is where actually my mom's side of the family is from St. Louis, and my dad's side was from Kansas City. But my mom's parents bought a house down at the Lake of the Ozarks um, when she was in like middle school or something. So that's where I knew them to live. That's where we grew up with grandma and grandpa were from the Lake of the Ozarks. Kind of mid easty. I think everybody still considers it Midwest. I don't know. Yeah. I mean, well, Lake of the Ozarks is pretty much dead center of Missouri and south a bit. It's beautiful down here. The Ozark Mountain Range is amazing. They're mini mountains. They're not big ones, but it's amazing. Mm. Look at this malachite. I just got this thing. Isn't she amazing? Ant hills and trash heaps. Yeah. You're a lot closer to the beach, though. That is one thing I need to do. I haven't been to the beach in like 4 years. I don't even know how that happened. I need some salt water in my life. And it doesn't get as cold there. Isn't this amazing? I love malachite. It's got all those cool holes in it. Love it. Nope. That one's not $1. That one's like $200. Probably should be like 3. I think I put 180 on it. Isn't it amazing though? Yeah, it would probably retail store price would probably be about 3. Yeah, I love malachite. Isn't it cool? Actually, I don't have any more tumbles, but here's another really cool one. This is like a brain. Doesn't it look like a CAT scan? It's like a CAT scan malachite. I love it. The other side looks like a butt. It's chrysocolla. Isn't that awesome? That's like $100 one. It's pretty good size. Isn't it awesome? Yeah. I'm not sure. I've been meaning to check that buy it now thing out and make sure I need to spend a day like fixing all my yeah, it is in there for 102. Yeah, $102 is what it's priced at. It's a horrible picture. Yeah, for sure. And I'm usually on here Monday through Friday during the week. I usually start like Yeah, right, right. I know. I really need to take pictures. I have so many cool pieces I need to get in my bin. Like that Kyanite tower, isn't that absolutely amazing? That thing is just I love her so much. And like my mossy sphere here. Yeah, absolutely do it. Let's do it. This camera, man. So, this house here, let's get it over here. This house, like I said, it had been vacant for about 20 years. So when I moved here, they did not register the address. They're like, that address doesn't exist. So I have done, let's see, nothing but fight with the delivery companies. UPS finally has me figured out. FedEx has been trying to deliver my box for um since Christmas. It still hasn't showed up. They lost the other one. Isn't that pretty? It's cleaned. It needs cleaned up. Sweet, thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, I love that one. So cool. I need a stand for it. I actually ordered some. I think they're gonna be here. Yeah, oh, he fits on the chair. How cute. My little cat scan piece. Yeah, the male here. This is another one I need to get a picture of in the light. Look at that. Isn't it beautiful? It's love, love, love the colors of this one. So pretty. But you gotta have that light for it to really show up. It just looks boring if you don't. Isn't it beautiful? Fluorite. So sparkly. Need to take the tip off of that one. Check it. Sorry, guys. I know you don't really want to look at the floor. There we go. So pretty. Yeah, I need to spend a day working on that and get my website. I got stuff to do on my website too. I'm gonna need an assistant here before too long. This summer, I want to get one of those prefab buildings and put it out in my yard. I know, right, Robin? Yeah, I'm gonna have to hire somebody here this summer for sure. I'm gonna need an assistant person. My brother used to help me, but since I moved, he's too far away. He's like an hour and a half away, and he's just like not into driving for that. I'm like, whatever. Isn't that thing beautiful? This is another expensive one. Let's see. Let's find her best side. Oh, maybe right there. She's so pretty. See, I'm waiting for my I ordered a new iPhone. That's where I was going with that. I ordered a new iPhone before Christmas and they sent it to the wrong address. Then it had to get returned to sender. Um, it's supposed to be getting delivered back to them today. So hopefully I can get it shipped out here soon. I think that'll make a difference in the pictures too. And that'd be beautiful. The sun's kind of moving on us though. Or clouds coming in. That's what it is. She's so pretty. So pretty. Still can't quite see that full range of color in there. This is beautiful. Love it. So pretty. Mm. Yeah, and that flora or kyanite, that thing's just amazing. Yeah, and I got a bunch I need to do that with, actually. All my more high quality pieces. The ones I don't put in games, those are the ones I need to. Mm. Tomorrow, we're going to do a $2 game. I was going to set that up. Kind of out of rocks. I got a couple boxes that are supposed to be here this week. They need to hurry up. Look at these little cuties. Oh, I will check. Hold on. Let me look on my other phone. Mm. Well, they came pretty all right. See, you got a lot better. You guys are seeing a lot better quality than what I thought you were seeing. I'd say it compressed them a little bit, but yeah, thank you. That kind of makes me happy because I thought this whole time, like when I look at my iPhone screen, this is an iPhone 8. It's a dinosaur that I'm using right now that I'm streaming on. Um, it looks awful. Like you can't see the colors and stuff. So that kind of makes me happy. You guys are getting a little better. You guys are getting a little better quality of image than what I thought you were. Like, let me see if I can take a picture, if it'll take a picture of my iPhone screen of what I'm looking at. See, here's what it looks like on my side. How everything's just kind of blurry and not very clear and kind of dull. Like you guys are actually seeing things way better than I thought you were. That makes me feel so much better about yeah, cuz like my screen, this is a note, a Samsung Note. my screen on here, compared to my iPhone, my screen on my note is like beautiful. The screen on this old iPhone is horrible. So I thought that oops, sorry. I thought you guys were seeing horribly too. So I actually feel pretty good about it. That's awesome. Thank you so much. I have a couple different sphere stands. Look at these cute little mermaid girls. I just got these the other day. I think I got in these little silver obsidian spheres, the eyeball. Some of them are super flashy. That's got a little one on there. This one's really cool. It's so flashy all the way around. But here's the other mermaid girl. And then I got a couple of elephants. They are so cute. I like these little elephants too. These won't hold too big of a sphere. So, like, here's an Indonesian blue amber. That's about the biggest size. So, like, this medium to smaller ones. Definitely bigger than a mini. Um, this is a bit bigger than a shooter marble, and it's still, I mean, it would work. It's kind of cute. And I got this one and the rose gold and the silver. And I got this little butterfly. I just got the snake one too. It's really cute. Hey, I will say with this new setup, it's not nearly as wobbly. Isn't that great? So these guys are 12. The mermaids or the elephant are $12 each. The snake is 15, the tree is 20, and the butterfly is 6. I think that's and I got the heart ones. These are 12 also. Two of these. I got silver and rose gold. Oh my gosh, and this garden quartz. I am in love with this thing. These are not in the bin. So $12. Um, $12 for the elephants or the mermaids. 18 for the snake. 20 for the mini tree. Um, the hearts. I think 12 are the hearts, the mermaids, and the elephants. And I only have one butterfly left, and it's 6. You can't even see what I'm pointing at, can you? I like this thing. I think it's cool. I love it. This thing is just mesmerizing. I just ordered a bunch more garden quartz. I love it so much. And that's the only piece I have right now. I'm like, how can I only have one piece of garden quartz? How can this happen? All right. Yeah, absolutely. They're cute little butterflies. Oh, that larvikite looks good in there. I think that's the last one I have. Very cute little guy. Let me look over here, make sure. Here, I'll give you a little tour of my mess. Like I said, I've been rearranging, so good stuff back there. We've got some palms up here. I just sold my big jade dragon, so I don't know what I'm gonna put on that shelf now. Some tarot cards. These are some of the more bougie pieces up here. I love these ocean jaspers. They're amazing. Tumbles. Here's my malachite, azurite, chrysocolla, charite, lab. That's a really pretty flashy lab. This is sugeite. So it looks black, but it's actually purple. It's super cool. That's a green mica. I love it. Over here, I've got some specimens in here. Bunch of stuff I just threw in there. There's my eggs, my big malachite. I'm getting ready to move all this stuff out. I want to put all my more expensive pieces in here. All my mini stuff. I'll probably leave the mini stuff up here because it just fits really well. Aren't they cute? My little Pokemon and Bulbasaur. I really liked this one. She's super flashy. Yeah, these pyramids are beautiful. These are high quality quartz. So this one's actually 30. Super clear. It's got some amazing clarity to it. Lots of pretty rainbows. It's beautiful. And then this one's 50. And they're, let's see if we can put them in the sun over here. Oh, yeah. Isn't it beautiful? See the rainbows and the clarity in it. They're just amazing. I got a thing for pyramids. I love them. And then this one is 60. And that's a golden healer pyramid. It's got a little bit of fire quartz in it. A little bit of fire, mostly golden. Isn't it beautiful? This one is Kambaba. This one's only 30. So the biggest one and almost the cheapest one. This is a cool one. This is calcite. This one's only 12. And the mini ones are 6 each. I think I got 1 quartz one, 2 carnelians, and a red jasper. These are amazing. This is the last. Oh, careful. Sorry, guys. This is blue aragonite. It's a high quality blue aragonite. It's absolutely beautiful. It's like these back here. These are amazing too. Isn't that cool? Look at this one. This is pink amethyst with flower agate. Isn't that beautiful? Love it. And this one's got the little dendritics in it. I know. I got a thing for caves. Like so much. Um, well, these are kind of expensive. That one's 80. This one's 60. Not cool. The cave does go all the way through down to back here. So cool. I do. I have a You'll see a lot of cave stuff in here. Like that's I got a thing for caves and bats. See my little bats. This baby's awesome. She's another bouge. Grape agate. Big, beautiful piece of grape agate. It's got a cave in it. Thank you so much. This is also one of the more bougie pieces. She's like a $200 grape agate. That moss tower is amazing. It's funny. This is like a $200 tower, and this is a $200 rock. It's like, how does that make sense? See, size doesn't always matter, guys. But it does. These are amazing. If you haven't ever seen this, this is Indonesian blue amber. Yeah, right, right. And this stuff is super cool. That's what it looks like in a black light. So blue. So cool. And then like here, you can see it in the sunlight. Maybe. I think we got some clouds kicking in, or we're past that time of day. Anyways, I don't know where my other flashlight's at right now, but it's like an amber color. That's pretty much what they look like. But if you hold a regular flashlight up to it, you'll be able to see the amber color in it. You can kind of see it right here. It's like that, sort of in between the white there. Petrified tree sap. Super cool. And okay, let's come over here. This is where I was headed to see if there were any more. Oh, there is one more. There's one more butterfly. I think they're both silver. Yeah. Oh, and there's the little deer stand too. Isn't she cute? I love this sphere right here. Beautiful. And we got the golden healer and the pink opal, some lapis. This is a nice sodalite. I think that's my last sodalite tower I have right now. Some celestite. This is a super cool fluorite too. This one's kind of expensive also. I love the colors in this thing. Yeah, 52. There you go. Isn't it beautiful? Love it. You kind of see the rainbows down in there. She's so pretty. So pretty. And a couple more spheres. That's Amsonite. That flash in there. We got rhodonite, petrified wood. I like the petrified wood. This is my favorite obsidian. Let's get that big eye. Love that thing. And the cute little hearts. Amethyst hearts. One celestite. There's another pyramid. That one's 50. Not cool. We did one in the game the other day. Lots of fun stuff. Still need to do some more rearranging. That's a really pretty moonstone. 28. This is a cool piece. I found that today when I was cleaning up. It had fallen back behind my stack of boxes that was behind my other shelf. I was like, "Oh, neat." These are cool. I like to use these for examples. I'm gonna have to buy some more because, oh, one of these days. Check this out. So this is just to show you the difference between quality, right? When people talk about like the quality of rocks. So here we have an amethyst. This is just a typical quality amethyst. It's really pretty. Lots of rainbows in there. It's got a little bit of clarity to it. You can kind of see through it in a couple spots. It's got some cloud. You can't quite see through it down there, but it does still let some light through, you know. So this is like what would be just considered a normal, typical um, quality of amethyst. So this would be like a $18-20 tower, right? This one is a high quality amethyst. So you can see how you've got that clarity through the whole rock. You don't have any of that cloudiness. Now this one has lots of inclusions in it, but notice that clarity through the whole thing is transparent. So when you put it in the sun, those rainbows just go every direction. So this would be a higher quality crystal than the one that I showed you the first time. So this one would be $36, almost double the price and half the size. Now, if you found one that did not have all the inclusions in it and still had that clarity in that purple, that would be like a true high quality, which you're probably not going to find a whole lot of. They're going to be more in the gemstone. You're going to find more in gems and stuff. But amethyst of that quality and this size would probably run you around $120. Isn't that crazy? Interesting. I love it. I had some really cool quartz towers to show you the difference in too, but I only have the higher quality ones left right now. Look at this garden quartz in the sun. Isn't this thing beautiful? Oh, it's amazing. Like, oh, and there's my little cardinal. Oh, hi. Okay, let's see what we can do for a game. Need to set up a game for tomorrow. Okay, what are you guys thinking? $2 Tuesday. I think I could put a septarian egg in there. Put a bowl in there. Oh, I just seen the lid to this thing a little bit ago. I don't know where the, oh, here it is right here. It's got a chip in it. Oh man, it's like 2:30 already. That went fast. That went fast. Well, I guess I need to probably get off here and do my post office run. Um, yep, I think so. I'm gonna get off here, guys, and go do my post office run and come back and finish cleaning up my mess in the other room. I gotta tend to you can't even hardly get to the counter because the plants. Absolutely. Thank you for hanging out with me. I appreciate it. You have to come back and see me. Come visit. And if you need some guidance doing some construction stuff, just message me. I will help you. I mean, I'll direct you. I can't physically help you because I feel like you're not in my vicinity. But have a super awesome great day and thank you everybody and I'll see you guys in the morning. I'll be here probably 10ish and we'll do a $2 Tuesday. So we'll set up a game and spin the wheel and get some cool stuff. I'll get it set up. Bye guys. Thank you so much. Have a good day. Hang tight. Let's do a little raid. Let's see who's on. See if there's anybody on that's only got like a viewer or two. Okay. This is Oreo the Gecko. Don't know him, don't know anything about him, but they've only got 3 people in their show. So let's just go on over there. Here we go, guys. Thanks. Bye.